Let's talk Foundry Battle and Whiteout Survival. Today, we're cracking the code. We're going to break down the exact formula that the top alliances use to basically guarantee a win, turning all that raw power you have into a calculated, precise victory. Let's get into it.
You've probably felt this, right? It's super frustrating. You look at your alliance, you've got the power, you've got the numbers, you should be winning, but then the battle ends and you're staring at that defeat screen just wondering, what just happened?
Here's the thing. The alliances that just dominate these events, they aren't just stronger. They're way smarter. They're not playing a game of chance. They are playing with precision. They follow a very specific formula. And today we're going to walk through that exact formula step by step.
So the biggest shift you have to make is to stop thinking about Foundry as just this chaotic brawl. You've got to start seeing it for what it really is, a complex but solvable math problem. Every single move, every decision, it has a value, and victory goes to the team that solves that equation the best.
Okay, so let's get into the first big variable in our victory equation. There is just one, building on that entire map that gives you a completely unfair advantage. And I mean, it's huge. Getting this isn't just a good idea, it is the absolute foundation of any winning strategy. So, just take a second. Think about it. If you could only capture and hold one building to completely swing the battle in your favor, which one would you pick? I'll give you a hint. Most players get this wrong.
You know, common sense would tell you to just bum rush the Imperial Foundry. It's got the most points, right? But that's a trap. The real game changer is a low point, often totally overlooked building that completely breaks the math of every single fight you get into.
And here it is, the munitions warehouse. Now the 15% attack boost is great. The negative 15% enemy damage is also great. But the real secret here, the thing most people miss, is how these two buffs work together. It's not a simple plus-minus, it's much more powerful than that.
This is the magic number, 35.3%. See, when you increase your attack by 15% and you decrease the enemy's damage by 15% at the same time, the relative combat advantage isn't just 30%. The way the math works out, it's a massive 35.3% effective power advantage. If you're fighting an equally matched opponent, this buff makes you almost unbeatable.
Okay, so you've got this massive 35% combat advantage. Fantastic. But that advantage means nothing if your best troops are sitting in the hospital. So the next piece of the formula is all about logistics. It's about how you keep your army fighting at 100% strength for the entire hour.
And let's be really clear about what's at stake here. Wounded troops? They're a problem, but you can fix it. You heal them up. But once your hospital is full, your troops start dying. And for this battle, that means they are gone for good. That's a catastrophic loss of power that you can't get back.
But what if you could just bypass that limit? What if there was a verified in-game mechanic that lets you instantly refresh your army, heal everyone up, and get right back in the fight without ever worrying about your hospital capacity or losing troops permanently? Well, there is. It's called the 12-minute rotation model, and this is a real, confirmed game mechanic. It's simple. You leave the Foundry map, you wait exactly 12 minutes, not 11, not 13, and when you re-enter, your legion is fully restored. It's like a complete reset button for your army.
And the impact is just staggering. An alliance that doesn't use this trick, well, their power slowly goes down over time as their hospitals fill up. But an alliance that coordinates and staggers this 12-minute rotation among its key fighters, they can maintain almost peak combat power for the entire battle. That works out to a 33% increase in sustained power over the full hour.
So we've got a massive combat buff from the warehouse, and we've got a way to keep our troops fresh with the rotation. But how do you actually apply that power on the battlefield? Well, it all comes down to one fundamental law of combat, a law that pretty much governs every single fight in Foundry.
It's called Lanchester's square law. Now, I know it sounds super complicated, but the takeaway is incredibly simple and absolutely critical. It means that two groups of 50 troops are not equal to one group of 100 troops. That single group of 100 is exponentially stronger. Its power is literally squared.
So what does this mean for you? It means that splitting your forces is basically mathematical suicide. Attacking two different buildings at once, or sending a bunch of small marches instead of one giant concentrated rally, it's a guaranteed way to lose more troops and fail. Concentrating your force isn't just a good tactic, it's a mathematical law.
So we have our three pillars, right? The 35% advantage, the 12-minute rotation, and force concentration. Now, let's put it all together. Let's build a clear, phase-by-phase playbook for the entire 60-minute battle.
We can break the whole battle down into 3 distinct phases. The first 15 minutes, that's phase 1, you're setting the foundation. The next 15 minutes, phase 2, is when the decisive central conflict happens. In the last 30 minutes, phase 3, is all about warfare economics, sustaining your lead and maximizing points.
Now listen closely. In phase 1, you completely ignore the Imperial Foundry. You don't touch it. Your only job is to secure the multipliers. You grab the boiler room to capture everything else faster, the transit station to move your army around faster, and the prototype sites for a solid base of points. This is all about setting yourself up for success.
Okay, phase 2, the main event. And notice the order here. It's critical. You capture the munitions warehouse first. You have to get that 35.3% advantage. Then, you grab the mercenary camp to weaken the defenders. Only then, with every possible advantage stacked in your favor, do you finally assault the Imperial Foundry with huge, concentrated, synchronized rallies.
And for the final 30 minutes, it's all about sustaining your attack and maximizing your score. Your heavy hitters, your main attackers, they start their 12-minute rotations to stay at full strength. Your lower power members can go farm the weapon workshops for extra points. And hey, if you're behind, you can use advanced moves like the bubble snatch, timing an attack perfectly for when an enemy's shield drops to steal the building.
And it all comes back to this one idea. Winning in the Foundry and doing well in big events like the Tundra Arms League, it's not about who has the biggest spenders or the highest power number. It's about the precise, disciplined execution of a mathematically superior strategy. It's about using buffs, sustaining your army, and concentrating your power.
So, the next time you get that Foundry battle invite, you have a choice. Are you just going to show up, clash with the enemy, and hope for the best? Or are you going to execute the formula, follow the math, and actually solve for victory? The choice is yours.